Welcome to BitByBit-Code channel. In this today video, we are going to learn about the OOPS concept in JavaScript, and many of you are like aware with the OOPS concept and other thing, and few of you are like don't know how to use the like class, constructor, and methods in JavaScript. So in this today video, we are going to learn about them all these things, and I have written some of the definitions, and if you want, you can go ahead and pause this video and you can learn this one. So just we will go glance this one like what are the definitions, constructor, and methods, right? So now in this one, so you can see I have written the definition as class. So basically, class is a blueprint of object that defines what data an object should have and what it can do, right? So like it means to say that a class is a blueprint of object. So you know what is a object? Object in the sense like it is a storing the key and value pairs inside that one. So it will be helpful for to create the multiple objects with by using the single class. Okay, you can just read this one to avoid the repeating code. If you need 100 users of object, you need to write manually, right? Instead of that, we can do one thing: create the class for one time, and then we can use the we can create the multiple users. Okay, and then next we are having the constructor. Inside this constructor, you can see this one definition. The constructor is special method that runs automatically when a new object is created from a class. It construct the initial data. Okay, means in this one, the main like whatever it is having, like if a function inside the function, what it will we are going to store the like data as a parameter and argument. So inside this one, the same thing is happening here. Inside the constructor, it is going to store the parameters and arguments like what inside this one. Okay, and then to set up unique values like a username or email, and then for every few objects as soon as its own one. Okay, leave that one. If you want, you can just take the definition. I have just written like what is the use case of that one. And then method are functions that live inside a class. They define the behavior or actions of a object. So these methods can be used whenever we required, but this constructor is going to run continuously whenever the new class is going to create. Okay, means new object is going to create. And then extends keywords in the sense like uh, here we are having object A, class A and class B. Class B requires few of the things from class A. At that moment, what will happen in the sense at that time? So B will having the if we use the extends keyword at that moment, B is going to like access all the properties of the class A. So we will see what is that class and how it is working. So I will create a class as a okay as a company's database like username and email, something like the same thing. So for that, I will create as user, and then okay, that's it. And the second thing is constructor. So inside this constructor, I will pass a name, comma email. Okay, just a second, email. That's it. And inside this one, we are going to use the this keyword so that we can extract this one name, right? So that we can point to this one. So this dot name is equal to name. That's it. And then this dot email is to email. And this is the thing that the common thing we have completed. And then we will create a object. Okay, like using this class. So as for this one, I will do const user one. Okay, user one is to new user, and then as a name, what I will add as Bob, and then email as bob at the rate gmail.com, something like this. Okay, and then if I console.log of user one, okay, if I console.log of user one and connect this one with your HTML, and then inside this index.js is connected with this HTML, you can see this line. And then we'll come back and we will go with the browser, and you can see user is storing the data properly inside this one. Name Bob and email is to bob at the gmail.com. So we have written this class for the one time, and we can use for the multiple times. I have said you, so creating class is one time, and creating the multiple objects at the same time. And then I will just change the name as Joy. Okay, and then Julie. So something you can add any name randomly. I'm just adding. and then joy. That's it. Mm, okay. Now I will console.log of all these things. User 2, comma user 3. That's it, and you will go back. Okay, now it's printing like this. Okay, instead of this one, what I will do, I will make it of array of object so that it will be printing properly. Okay, now you can see this one, it's printing properly as 0, 1, and 2 as index form. And then if you want, you can add few more data. So suppose if you are writing for each and every object, so what you need to do, you need to write something like this. Let obj. Okay, just imagine we are not using any class or anything. I will just comment out all these things. So if you want to create this multiple this all these three things at that moment, what you need to do, in the sense, you need to do something like this. Let obj1 is equal to, okay, and then name is to Bob, and then again email is to something Bob, and right, at the gmail.com. So I need to write this multiple times again and again, the same this one objects. But instead of this one, I'm writing this same thing for one time and using it for the multiple times, right? So this is one of the best thing inside this one. And then after this one, so we have seen it's printing data properly. Now we will see the methods. So I will just use one greet method so that it will be easy to understand for you. Greet, as it is a function. Okay, and inside this one I will add on console.log. So basically I will use template literal. So template literal in the sense backticks. So this dot name. Okay, hello, my name is this dot name. Hello, my name is something as Bob Julie. That is like one of a greeting. And the second thing is like okay, what we have seen here, we have seen creating a class, creating a method, and creating a different objects. So three things we have seen now. Okay, and apart from this one, we have like one another thing, that is a extends keyword. So as this one, okay, what I will do, in the sense, I will create one. Okay, one I will create one admin. So admin extends. Okay, admin extends user. So now admin is having okay, he can access his own properties and he can access this upside property also. So admin is having two powers now. So inside this one admin, so what admin can do, he can add the data and he can delete the data. But currently in this case we are having the creating the users outside. So what I will do, in the sense, I will delete the data from inside as delete user. Okay, delete user, something like this. And then what I will do, I will add the username. Okay, user username comma user email. Okay, and then I will just console log of this one. uh, Now I will use a template editor once again. So this dot name has deleted. Okay, this dot name has deleted username having email of. Okay, having email of user email. That's it. And then we will come back to this one. Okay, and I will create the few more things. Okay, before creating this one, okay, we will see how to use this greet method. So what I will do for the joy, so user2. Okay, user2 dot greet. Okay, now this greet method is accessed by the user. Okay, now if you go back, hello, my name is Joy. You can see this one, it's working properly. So this is the methods. We can access the methods like this directly. And then next is, okay, after this one, const admin 1 is equal to new admin. Okay, admin. And then inside this one, uh, who is the admin name we need to provide as something like this, bit by. Okay, bit code. Okay, bit code. And then if I make it as admin 1 dot delete. delete user, right? So if I make something like this and then inside this one, I need to pass the data of user, like which data I want to delete. So user one dot name, okay, comma, and then user one dot email. That's it. And if I go back, you can see hello, my name is Joy. That's printing first. And bit by bit code has deleted the Bob having email of bob at the gmail.com. See this one. So how it is working? So delete user. Okay, inside this delete user, I'm having two arguments. Okay, that we are passing from this side, and this admin one has been created as a bit-by-bit code, and now bit-by-bit code has deleted this user. So that's it, and this is the one of the simple example to understand the class and constructor, okay, constructor, and then method, and then extends keyword. So these are the main four things that we are using, and like those who are aware with the backend, they know what is the use case of, like those who are learning for the backend, they know like already these things how to use this one, and already like you may be searching for in JavaScript how to use this thing. So it's already like similar to Java only. And the thing is like here some of the things are like little slight changes like console.log uh, and some of the things like creating a object directly. So thanks for watching the video.